A Canadian wireless service provider is shaking things up with a wild idea, charging customers only for the services they use. It's called Ting, and its mix and match approach is winning over smartphone users in the U.S. But what about here in Canada? Aaron Salzman reports.
If we show the amount billed as zero.
In a trendy corner of Toronto, there's a mobile phone company that's starting to generate a bit of buzz. At Ting, there are no contracts. It's month to month. Cancel anytime. You pay only for what you use. No overage penalties, credit for unused minutes, multiple devices on one plan. And Ting says its customers
save significantly, think in the 50, 60, 70% range on their cell phone bill.
There is a catch. Ting, which is based in Canada, isn't available in Canada. Ting doesn't own its own cell network. It buys network access from a telecom company at a wholesale price and then sells that access to its subscribers. In the U.S., Ting pays Sprint to use its mobile network. But here in Canada, Ting says none of Bell, Rogers, or TELUS will play ball.
We would love to be in Canada. Nobody will, at least at this juncture, sell us network.
Critics say that lack of access to the Big Three's networks further hinders competition in Canada's wireless industry.
The Big Three cell phone companies control access to the digital roads that independent service providers require to reach Canadians, and they're preventing them from accessing those roads so that they can keep prices high and underinvest in customer service.
New government rules will force the Big Three to sell access to a new national carrier, possibly U.S. giant Verizon. But without further regulations that would loosen up access for smaller operators, analysts say consumers won't see any changes on their cell phone bills anytime soon.
We're looking at probably years before you can actually buy services from any new players or see any significant differences in terms of pricing or services availability.
And that, Ting says,
Thank you for calling Ting Support. This is Roger speaking.
Is why the customers phoning its Canadian call center are Americans. Aaron Salzman, CBC News, Toronto.